Good morning, everyone. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. This is Sober Jable. I'm Joshua Abel. I'm in the car with Katie and Callie. And we are going through round 2 of taking the moped back in. I sent them pictures of, the carburetor and whatnot with all the loose wires and loose hoses and things. And they said all that is for air intake or whatever. And to bring it in, it's apparently a bigger problem. A bigger problem with a brand new moped is not a good problem to have. So we'll talk to them, see what they can do, and we might just have to work something else out. But for now, I'll see you in a bit. So I'm back at home. We just got back from the mechanic, and guess what? We still have the moped. Katie and I pulled the moped out of the van, got it down. The guy came out. He couldn't help because he has a bad back. And we pushed the moped up to the front door. He wouldn't even let us in. And he came out and looked at the moped, and it started right away. Now, I couldn't get this moped started for the life of me. And, I'm going through looking at hoses. I sent them pictures, no response. Katie called them. They said it was for air intake and that there was a bigger issue with the moped. So that's why we loaded up the moped and took it all the way about 20 miles to the mechanic, just to be told that, just for it to fire back up. Anyone who has taken their car or anything to a mechanic and complaining about an issue and it not actually doing the issue when you actually get it to the mechanic understands how embarrassing and how frustrating that can be. So we let the moped run for a while, and then I had to turn it off to get under the seat to get my helmet and things like that. And then I couldn't get it started again. I'm sitting there in front of the mechanic and it wouldn't start. I'm like, I looked at my sister and we both kind of shook our heads. We're like, this is just such a frustrating experience. So he taught me how to kickstart the moped. It'll bypass apparently the electrical on start. And so it started after kicking it a couple of times. I tell you what, I'd really like to kick this thing. So I got it going, and the guy treated us like we were stupid and that we had made a dumb purchase. Never mind, he's working for the company that originally were selling these mopeds. So essentially he was saying, we bought a Chinese piece of crap. That a moped is just something that you throw money to with the intention of throwing it into the junkyard within a couple of years. Well, this is a brand new moped and I'm having so many issues with it. Maybe I should just throw it in the junkyard now. But anyway, at least I have transportation. I followed my sister home, and I tell you what, North Carolina and South Carolina is where we were. South Carolina has hills that go up like this. And I would hit those hills and I'd be like, oh Lord. And then I'd start going up, and then the speedometer would go down and down and down. I was literally going up hills at 5 miles an hour. I could walk faster than that. So I'm going to need to find a way to soup up this moped, especially when it comes to going up hills. Because I've got to go to work later tonight, and I'm planning on taking this moped to work. And that's another 20 miles. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a topic in there. I'll mull it over and think about it. But right now, I need to take a break because it's just been such a frustrating morning, and hopefully get to work on time. I'm gonna leave probably an hour. Well, no, I'll probably leave about 2 hours ahead of time just to make sure that I get there in time. From the mechanic to our house, like I said, it was about 20 miles. It took about an hour and a half. And I felt really bad for my sister because she was driving in front of me and she was having to go, you know, like 35, 40 miles an hour on the downhills. And then on the uphills, she would actually have to pull over and wait for me. And of course, you know, there's a line of cars behind me. So I'd pull over once in a while and, you know, these cars would go zipping by, and I'd make sure to ride the side of the road so that cars could easily, you know, get around me. But I mean, I'd have Mack trucks behind me and I'd pull over and then like 20 cars would pass and I'd get back on the road and keep on going. Maybe that's a topic, keep on going. But anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. So rather than a topic, I would like to pose a question of how you keep going in sobriety. How do you maintain that sobriety day after day after day? Right now, I recently celebrated 60 days, which isn't a long time. So I still have the memories of, you know, how I was while I was drinking fresh in my mind. And you know, with a clear head, I know that, you know, I don't want to resort back to that, to digress, to move backwards into where I was, because I was a pig, more or less. And I've got, you know, ambitions and goals, and I've got things going on that I'm not going to be able to do while I'm drunk. But there's got to be more than that. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know what keeps you going, what keeps you sober, what keeps you moving forward and enjoying your sobriety and life now, as opposed to how you were. Thanks so much for watching. If you are liking these videos, I hope you're getting value out of them. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. When you subscribe, hit that bell so that you can get updated of each time that I post a video. Other than that, I will talk to you soon. Take care.